Welcome to the House of Catte Lego build session. First time for trying this out, and we're going to give the Imperial Probe Droid a shot. I got this for my birthday, so actually building something I got as a gift within the year of getting it as a gift, that's a whole new experience. Alright. How about it? We are 100 pages and 182 steps. Sweet. Alright. 1 bag, 2 bag, 3 bag, 6. Sweet. So this may go as a single build, or this may get stretched out over a couple of sessions, depending on how well things go. One thing, I should check if they've got these instructions online. Okay, so small pieces. Bag number 1. Bag 2. Number 6. Number 5. The reason I have the baking tray out is expressly... What? That went well. So expressly to avoid doing that sort of thing, which I just did, but that's not the point. Lots of small pieces on this build, lots of chances for things to fall on the floor. Right. 54. I'll bring my other keyboard into play briefly. 2, 5, 7. See if we can get the instructions on screen, because that will be a little bit... Oh yes, that is much nicer being able to do this with PDF files. Download PDF. Yes, thank you. All right. That's one of the nicest. Okay, this little piece here, the Lego separators, they are the absolute magic in a Lego Serious Play. They're the things that stop me from despairing as people go, oh, Lego bricks are stuck. I know, I'll use my teeth. It's like, I know where these kits have been. You don't. Please do not bite the Lego. I suspect there's a sticker set in here somewhere, because that should have a... Yep. I'm really not comfortable using stickers on Lego, so I will concede and use this once it's built, but not until. Alright, let's get started. Bag 1. We're going to build the base. Ooh. There'll also be a lot of me going and wanting pieces for my other work. So what was the difference between a Lego Serious Play build and... I'm not a fan of greebling. Not greebling. the pre-sorting. I don't. Probably going to drive people mad. The fact that I'm just going to fling bricks around the place, looking for bits. Greebling's where you put the little extra things on it. Knolling, that's the phrase I'm looking for. So I do a little bit of it, but not a huge amount, because I've got the attention span of a cat. So 3, 4. Shall wonder. Yes, I can. I'm going to bring in the... Excellent. Now we can actually have, as I'm building, as I work through the instructions, you can see the instructions on the screen, what page I'm up to. This is, oh, science. You've done me so many favors. All I needed is if I could have got my second camera up and running so I could have had like the live stream of it. But okay, back into making things. Just put my separator up there. Where are we at? We've built this bit. There will be at some point where I have to go backwards because I will have made a mistake. Ooh, nice. Mm-hmm. 6. Okay, grey square. For the most part, I'll probably just mutter under my breath as I'm looking for parts and pieces. 2x4 plate. Also 2x4 plate, blinky thing. Ooh. Means I can start buying wing parts again. These were hard to find for quite a while. Huh? Looks like you. Hey, look, elongated Australia, featuring Queensland. Oh wait. Hey Tasmania, we remembered you. So you look like you're building. I know it's the ice base that the thing's going to be mounted on. It looks totally awesome as a spaceship. Okay, I need that, this, little fang wedge things, other direction, fang wedge thing. Oh, good, they do go. Just having that brief moment of being completely uncertain if there were 2 different directions. Okay, got the one I need. Wedges and wedges. Alright, let's put this together. Yeah. Someone's going to be saying, hey, what if you did the nulling up front? It's like, yeah, I know. But I like doing it this way. Little cheese wedges. Cheese wedges are always fun. Except if they're actual cheese, in which case, not for me. Not safe for cats. Little flying wedge thingy. Rotate the Imperial ice cruiser. Yes, we pick up a brick. Chuck in a wedge. Yeah, it's all coming together. Oops. Long thingy. I should start getting myself back into the habit of selecting all the pieces out and then building the level, but I rarely ever do. Bad habits. Okay, I'll try it on the next page. Need one of these. And two of those. That goes there. Goes there. I need one wedge. One weird little grippy thing. Grey wedge, like a grippy thing. Oh, I need two of those. Okay, so I need one of these. Grey cheese wedge. Smooth grey bit. Okay. Wedge thingy. Short, long slope, short slope. 1x2. Spiky thingy. Smooth thingy. Put the wedge there. Goes in from there. Goes. Wrong one. Wrong one. It'll do. I'm not that fussy about my design compliances. All right. There we go. Holds down over there. Three of these, two of these, and one of those. There's a lock down there. Plug in there. One at the front here. Oh, there's a cheese wedge goes there. Cheese wedge. Cheese wedge the other way around. And one in the corner. Lots of greebling. Lots of little greebles. Okay, we need one 2x4, which goes back here. Grey wedge heads down the other direction. Kind of starting to secure the level together at the top line here. Alright, so we have one of these, so two 1x2 slopes and one long. One more. Weird little lumpy thing. Yeah, so that so has something built into it. And it's a really neat trick though. It's built up this whole sort of snow landscape around what is going to be a functional element of the next. Clearly functional element goes in there. Alright, we're now down onto the bit where I have to deal with one of my phobias. Do not like sticking okay. Whew. I really don't actually like sticking Lego, putting stickers on Lego. Just wish they'd come pre-printed. These are new pieces I haven't seen before. Oh, that's clever. So these little pieces, good luck in trying to focus in on that camera. How do I make this easier? It's a modified hinge piece. Very nicely designed. So it sits on the back there. You have to borrow that design trick. Yeah, I think that looks like the... So that is bag one done. That took just a bit over 20 minutes. Because there was a bit of mucking about at the start. So drinks on the first day. Cheers. I reckon I've got enough light. There's always spare pieces left over. One of the things about the way Lego distributes the Lego, I should take a moment to just go on. So, this is bag 2. So the intention off the back of bag 2 is going to build the lower base of the probe droid, and what's really interesting is you've got that little stack there of clear bricks. They are going... So I noticed that aspect. That's where the clear bricks are going to drop into. So this is super exciting as a design. Okay. Now what I was starting to say before I got myself distracted is that there's always little pieces like this left over. And it's partly because Lego does its packing by weight. So some of these objects don't trigger the scales as individuals. So even with Lego's mass production lines, tiny little pieces like this, their scales aren't sensitive enough. And they end up with a situation where they've got to throw 3 or 4 extras in just to get the scales to work properly. Which is fascinating that, you know, a company that far advanced in manufacturing still runs into some basic logistics. Alright, 35, 36, what do we got? We got, ooh! Speaking of new pieces I haven't seen, a whole bunch of pieces in black, which is really nice. Where are we at? One more. Oh, these are always good value, these little red pieces. On the journey through building this model, you're also going to encounter me going, oh, I like this brick, because as a serious play practitioner, there are certain types of Lego bricks that are just really good value to use. Now, I know I should have done... The instructions told me to do it the other way around, but I always find it easier to put the big piece on and the little sort of sub pieces like this on second. It's quite nice. I'll go get some of those. Honestly, these little hinge pieces have become the absolute workhorse of complex models and models with movement in the Legoverse. Because all you'll see is you can go take a tiny little piece like that and slap something on the side of it. Okay, so I need 2 of these. I know, someone is currently going, sort your pieces first. I'm like, yeah, but no. I'll sort them to a little bit, then I'll find the piece I'm looking for, get distracted, and move on. There it is. I love the little rotate logo that they've got there. It's just like, okay, done the thing. And now we're about to see why we need the next part. So they point out to the side. Technic makes its next appearance. You know, if I thought about it, with the amount of black bricks that are involved here, okay, if I'd done any background as to what I'd be building with today, I probably would have worn a blacker shirt. Okay, this is a lot of small parts time, so 4 of these, and 4 of these. Okay, this is one of those things where I know I always like to build, if I've got pieces on the outside, I like to build the outer and then inwards, as opposed to, I probably could just build down the line, but it never seems to suit my style. Okay, 39, 40, 40, what do we get? So we get another Technic. Now, okay, this is a little Lego build thing I always admire. You got a lot of seams and moving parts. Like you can see as we run across there all those different seams and splits. You slap one piece in and the grip strength takes over and you've got a really secure. Also, that they were just working with this center DOS at the moment because there's clearly an axle going to go down right down the center of it. It's like really fun being able to see as you're building in. It's like, oh, that's what's coming next. It's not so much spoilers as good scaffolding. Okay, so I want to be rotated this way. 8. It's gold hinge time, which sort of vaguely implies in the Star Wars lore verse that 3PO is part probe droid. Just from the colour scheme. No other rationale. Okay. I need 4 of those. That's another little thing. You'll see with a 1x1 and the little 1x2 here, that when you lock in the next one, it straightens all the pieces up quite well. Really useful because, like, that is so not squared up. Lock it in, wiggle it around the place, get a bit more that square-on sensation. So the Lego build the tolerance for, well, wiggle room, and then you slap a piece over the top of it. Because again, that's like 1, 2, 3. There are 4 separate pieces, lots of seams, lots of places it could come loose. Bang. 2x2s on it, and we're good to go. Again, that's like, this is one of those reinforcing build moments. It's now locked everything into place, so that's looking nice. Interesting, leaving a piece. Yep, I got excited about these earlier because it's not studs on top. But this whole technique is something that I only learnt in the last couple of years. But these little pieces let you just go to the right angles combined with the hinge pieces just opens up the flexibility of what you can do with it. And there's some tradition about the use of the red and the grey. I don't know what it is yet. But it's like clearly a signaling thing in the design. Whether there's a north-south orientation, that if you're going using a right angle piece on the north face, so what, north, south, east, west, that you've got to use a certain colour just to keep the design specs. The at a glance look at it, so all right, that's how it's going to work. What am I missing? Another one of these. Oh yeah. Oh, this is going to be good. Lots of hinges. Lots and lots of hinges. I am completely distracted from what I was. There they are. You have that moment when you're building Lego where you just all the pieces look the same for a second. Something's out of place. Yep. Brought them in 1 too narrow. Told you I'd make corrections. Yeah, also in terms of tolerance locking, now we've got these pieces in here, we're getting the straightening out. Yes, I got completely... Oh, this is the one I was... Okay, it's... 1x2 brick, 1x2 plate, 1x2 smooth tile. Everyone's got their own language of Lego. Ta-da. 2x3, 2x3. Little sliding rail pieces. 2 of those. Ooh. Two by two and 3 of these. Click. Starting to look like a plan's coming together. Okay. Put this up in the corner for a second. We're building on a Oh, I haven't seen that in use for ages. There's a little trick of laying over So this is a super neat trick I love, is using the wedge at the bottom here as a limiter, so you can't bend past that point. And really, it provides some nice structural support in the back. Now, where's that plug in? That's... starting to take form. Okay, I need 4 1x3s. Four handles. And 4 tire, sloping bricks. Gonna try to build these one at a time, rather than I have a propensity to go build the first one, then build like all the first steps of the next three. Don't really keep to any strict pattern. Oh. So some of the okay. Oh, that's beautiful. That is absolutely freaking beautiful. So this little trick, you've got a hinged tile piece at the back here, and you can sort of see the hinge pieces at the corner here. Yo, thank you, focal autofocus. There we are. So you get to just click it in, and it just gives you that little extra movement so you can get some like different area of angles and play with it. So the trick is then to replicate that in reverse. You do a right side, you do a left side, which means us dyslexics have got no idea which side's going on. But sort of. Okay, I think I should build one and test. Nope, it's the underneath I need. I believe that might be it. It is. If only I was paying attention. Okay, I know I said I was going to do it, but I was finding this really tough. So I need to replicate it whilst I got it right. Oh, this is going to start getting to that point where I can't grip the outsides. Oh, that's nice. We can pretty much guess where we're about to go. But how are we going to get there? That's the question. Okay. That's not how I saw it going, but cool. Of course, these are... Okay. So, we've had the little axle pieces, and my brain hadn't parsed that these were a hollow tip. So we're now going to use one of the reinforcement methods. There's a little bit of internal cat swearing going on. Just trying to put this together. And the wedge goes on with the nose over the base. Okay, I just got to do that several times in a row. No sweat. Two. See, this is also really interesting from a perspective of spacing. So, like these are techniques that the Lego builders created outside of the firm to some extent. Yeah, obviously master Lego builders inside the company are pretty damn good at what they do. So, but some of this has been very clearly, you know, there are always that joke about the illegal and the non-illegal Lego building techniques. This is about as close to the line as you can get. Because what you're doing here is you're making use of a couple of unexpected features of the Lego. Just push that too. I might have a problem here. Now the idea of being, we're leaving that part of the back open. And in we go. So the little this little part in here fits onto the base, and click. The Stargate is coming together quite nicely. Plug the locking bricks over the top. And we are... I mean, the Lego hamburger is looking quite delicious at this point. Alright, bag number 3 is about to make its deployment. Alright, now we're about to see some structural engineering kick into effect. The moment the axle arrives, you know it's got real. Come on. And... ooh, these are new. I sense there are donuts in the future. Ooh, turntable, modified turntable pieces. Oh, that's a lot of very small pieces. And hey, that's also new. Cool. Alright, we're into bag 3. It is approximately 20 minutes a bag, though I suspect this one might go a little faster. He said, I won't say optimistically, but... okay. One by 2 by 3s. So building a nice little solid foundation here. I have no idea what these pieces are. 2x2 round? 2x2 rounded plates? Now, that piece is corresponding here, so it's important to keep it facing downstream, so to speak. Well, that's an interesting use. Oh yeah, because these pieces you'd normally be thinking of as sort of verticals now being chucked on a quick axis rotation. Okay, so I want 2, 1, 2. I swear there's a piece, oh, there used to be a piece very similar to that. So those go over the 4 respective compass points on the droid. Oh, that's nice. It's a little bit of gap in the back here. It's probably going to get built over to avoid being so obvious. Alright, axle thing goes in the center. Also does a nice job of locking things down. And click. 1x1s, crunchy little things. Not my least favorite brick. I haven't actually had one of those come through yet. Actually, no, we did. But I dealt with it without complaining too much. Speaking of new pieces, I've not seen this one before. Okay. I wonder if these were custom. Okay, this got through the little light things much faster than I was expecting, so... Okay. Sweet. You know what, I'm not sticking the stickers on. I don't actually want to put the stickers on. I'm choosing now, apart from the Droid base thing, I don't want to use the stickers. Okay, let's... We need one of those. These. I kind of don't want to do the grey. Grey. Yeah, I'm going to take a gamble on that being a spare brick. Goes onto there. I'm going to ignore that instruction again. Okay. This the 1x1 round. I really don't like this piece. It's been a nightmare for me in all my LEGO Series Play work, because they're in a couple of the kits, and the second they feel that they can make some gravity going there. Okay, I'm going to assume that's right. Right, now we're getting into the good bit of logistical engineering. Now, all the way through, we've been using these little sort of roller polo mint type pieces, and they've all had the hole in the center. Okay, so 12 of these all stacking up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spin! It's the Imperial Spinneroonie. I mean, Wheel of Fortune is going to call at this rate. Okay, we want... Oh, we've gotten the right size. We want single, single, double, double. Willing to bet that's about to come into play. And clicky bricks. Okay. Weird little... Okay. Wait, no way. Alright. This is a LEGO minifig roller skates that they have just figured out to... Like, oh wow, that's... Okay, that's just some serious... Going through the parts list going, what can I greeble with? I can greeble with this. Also, the way that they're using the tiny piece is that they're centering it rather than offsetting, or at least giving you the opportunity to center rather than offset. Okay. Weird thing with weirder thing on top. I'm not judging, by the way. I'm just actually thinking that that's probably a really good way of describing the two pieces. Is I don't know what they do, and I don't know what they're meant to represent, but they're doing it really well. Those pieces would so get lost off a probe droid really quickly. Okay. 2x2. I'm pretty much going to miss spinning these things up. I think that might be... Yep, that's an ice skate. There's a LEGO minifigure ice skate that they're using again as a greeble on this. That's just such a nice touch. Okay, I have... That's over there. That's not right. This is it's because there's single, double, 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 double. And that should be the eyes. Oh, that's really... okay. So I was wondering why we had this little 2x4. That's the base that's going to be able to... That's so nicely done. Okay, stack them up. Don't know if Lego makes clear axles yet. It would be well wicked if they did. Sweet. Nice. And then whoops. Scanner erase, scanner erase. Alright, that's the first half of the build wrapped. So I'm going to take a break at this point. 3 bags in, and also because I need to redo the lighting for the second shift. But huzzah!